Hi friends, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can quickly and easily produce some checkboxes in different styles in DaVinci Resolve. Now to do this you make use of a font called Wingdings 2 that's actually installed as part of the operating system. Now I'm on a Mac, so we have Wingdings, we have Wingdings 3 and Wingdings 2. Now, if you're on a Windows machine, these should also be installed because they're actually made, I think, by Microsoft back in 1990 something 7. So they've been around for best part of 20 odd years. So if you don't have them installed, then the chances are you may have just got bored and deleted them off your machine. So just make sure you can restore them, or just go on the internet, do a search and just download them. And inside these actual fonts are some quite funky symbols, I suppose. So if we choose Wingdings 2 and we type some letters, if we do Wingdings 2, for example, and type all sorts of letters, we get all sorts of interesting symbols. If we choose Wingdings 3, pick on that guy, we get a whole load of different things like arrows and stuff. Now, one of the ones available in Wingdings 2 is the checkbox. So let me just go back to Wingdings 2 here. And that is available by doing Shift P, you get a tick. Shift O, you get a cross. If you do Shift R, is a checkbox, just like that. If you do Shift T, you get a checkbox with a cross in it. And that's what I've done on over here. We've got two text boxes. One at the top is Shift T, capital Shift T, capital T, Wingdings 2. That is the cross here, and the one above here is in green is the Shift R, capital R, and that gives us the tick. So that's the one here. Now these two are nice and easy. You can just, of course, you can just change the color if you want, in green, in red, whatever size. You can mess around with the size and do whatever you want, or you can even animate it using keyframes. So you can make it like pulse, for example. That's a subject for another video. Now, they're all very well, but if you want to do something a little bit more fancy, you can also come to use Wingdings 2 again, but notice I've got different letters. So the top one, I think it's the top one, is the letter P, or capital P, and that gives you this nice tick box. This gives you a tick of this style inside a box. And if you click on the one below, which is this one here, that is capital O, that gives you this cross. And I think this personally looks much nicer than the previous one. Now, to create the various effects, first of all, of course, you can just choose the color. So I've got red for the actual fonts here for the cross, and the one just this one here, I've got green. And of course, what I've done is I've actually created a couple of effects to create this checkbox here. Now, if you switch on backgrounds, scroll down, you've got background here, switch that guy on, make sure you change your outline width. You can see that the top one here is I can choose the color, make it nice and thick. There it is. And then I can change the color. For example, I can change it to, I don't know, to blue or something. That's bring my color selector on here if you wanted that one. And you can also choose the width and the height as well. So you can see I can mess around with the square. You can find what's appropriate to you. So I'll reset that back to what it was. You can also change the positioning of the tick within the cross by changing the center X and the center Y. So if I kind of mess around with this, we can change the position of that tick within the actual square itself. Of course, you can also change things like the opacity and all that sort of good stuff. And what else? What's nice is the drop shadow effect. So I've switched that guy on, and you can see the black drop shadow right by the tick here. So just a nice extra effect. So you can, of course, mess around and change the blur, or you can change the offset to make that a bit more obvious. So you can have a whole lot of fun changing the actual look of this tick. I can also come in and change the stroke. You can make the green tick stand out. So I think this looks quite nice indeed for doing things like any sort of tutorial you want to just have sort of anything like check and across. So that's a quick tutorial video on making checkboxes in DaVinci Resolve. Hope it's useful, and of course if it is, don't forget as always to give the video a thumbs up, and I shall see you soon on another video. And of course don't forget to subscribe if I can trouble you to do that. Take care.